Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, this Kentucky local sheriff shoots this judge in his courthouse. Where is the black on black crowd at? Yes, yes. Where is that old black on black crowd at, right? That when it's something that shows up or pops up where, oh, that American black, oh, he did that to this type of enforcement person. Oh my goodness, they are so violent. Oh, they're anti-enforcement. And, and it's like this when they say that dumb piece of shit, right? Again, it's like this. What? Oh, so American blacks are anti-enforcement, huh? It's like, you don't get the hell out of here with that damn game playing. If you sit there and say demographically, who have been the main two enforcement persons for centuries in this country? What beyond logical would be under the category of white, and there's the one that's slot under white, which is a different topic in itself, and American blacks. Those would be the only two people. But American blacks, oh my goodness, some situation happened where some minuteness amount of some American black, they think that he or she did this to this other enforcement person. Oh my goodness, anti-enforcement. You don't get the hell out of here with that game playing. And no ones who know who they are, right? But in this situation, this local sheriff in his Kentucky town under category of white takes the life of a judge in his chamber who is also white. So that would be considered what? White on white crime. Oh, see, there are some personnel within certain parts of Paname's culture. Oh, they don't like when you observe right through them. See, it's about the black on black crime, black on black crime, black on black crime. And the shitty part is that when there are also some personnel that have the skin of black, the ones who know they are, that get away from their own original heritage countries and places, the one it applies to, because there are good ones that try to, try to leave certain situations and they don't try to talk bad and call American blacks all kinds of silly ass damn names for, again, without many wouldn't be able to arrive to America without the backbones of the sweat and the tears and the crying and everything else that goes on. A black pain in America doesn't mean it wouldn't be to come over to America. Now, the problem is that quite a number of ones get a little ahead of themselves. And it's good that there are certain numbers of American blacks that are starting to now checkmate that tail, right? It's like enough of this. Like in this situation with this Kentucky situation, right? The American blacks that know, American blacks that know, when you say the word Kentucky, especially Appalachian, they know what's going on. And there are some people who don't know, who are immigrating this, are someone that's slot under the banner of black, the one it applies to. See, and you say, wow, you don't understand what the word Kentucky means, do you? Appalachian. What does that mean? Exactly. So let me just play this quick video about this situation. Give me one moment. See the question is also if this was an American black person who did this.
Well, Jennifer, Rick, good evening to you both. Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins is in jail tonight in Leslie County, charged with murder. Investigators say he shot District Judge Kevin Mullins inside the judge's chambers following an argument yesterday afternoon. Now, Mullins, who had been a judge in Letcher County for 15 years, died at the scene. Sheriff Stein surrendered peacefully after the shooting. Matt.
Wait a minute now. So he shoots this judge, italicized this judge over an argument, and he is allowed to surrender peacefully. Again, could you realize again if that would have been an American black male that did this? And already in this system supremacy, which is the most awesome mental manipulation force that's ever existed, could you imagine if that would have been an American black enforcement person in Kentucky, which, first of all, 9,000% in this situation in such a small town, less than 2,000, that ain't going to happen in general. But let's just say hypothetically, if that was that American black, that was the sheriff, which is basically the personal security detail person of the judge in those kind of places. And if he would have done that, do you know how fast those boom boom pieces of equipment would have been geared toward him like he's some kind of target, right? And his life would have been removed. But of course, it's not the same. So let me play this one last time about this video.
Butler, well, Jennifer, Rick, good evening to you both. Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins is in jail tonight in Leslie County, charged with murder. Investigators say he shot District Judge Kevin Mullins inside the judge's chambers following an argument yesterday afternoon. Now, Mullins, who had been a judge in Letcher County for 15 years, died at the scene. Sheriff Stein surrendered peacefully after the shooting. Matt Butler, the Commonwealth's attorney for Letcher County.
But you're gonna have people that do just like this. What are you talking about? Why you got to why I don't understand. Why people gotta be trying to bring in certain about race? What? Again, not playing that little silly tactic. Of course it's about race. American blacks have been going through black pain for at least 4 centuries. When did the hell ever stop? See, again, as long as you're talking about black and black crime, black and black crime, black and black crime, oh yes, it's acceptable then, right? It's acceptable. But the minute you start talking about, okay, once you talk about white on white crime, white on white crime, white on white crime, then it's like this. They're disappearing fast or deflecting. Oh, see, there are certain ones within certain sections of predominant culture. I'm just saying, oh, they don't like that. They don't like when certain personnel within American blackism, uh, male or females, and some anyway, they don't like when people see through that nonsense hypocrisy, right? So the story goes as well in this real quick thing in this article talking about a judge in rural Kentucky County was fatally shot in his courthouse chambers, and the local sheriff was charged with murder. And based on that fatality, it talks about how this the former local county sheriff, Sean M. Steins, shot District Judge Kevin Mullins multiple times following an argument inside the courthouse. Mullins, who held the judgeship for 15 years, right? He was fatalized at the scene. And Stein surrendered without incident. Again, if that would have been an American black male in an enforcement uniform, he did that to a judge who was Caucasian. Oh, it would have been all types of, oh, look at them. They are so violent. They're anti-enforcement, but they don't talk about you don't want to talk about certain type of racial racism that's still going on, certain type of enforcement. Oh, you don't want to talk about that, do you? Uh-huh. But let's continue. Mullins, which is the judge, before he was deleted by a killer enforcement Caucasian enforcement person to another. Anyway, so Mullins 54 was hit multiple times in the shooting. Oh, see, Mullins was the judge. Excuse me. 54 was hit multiple times in the shooting. Steins 43, was charged with one count of first-degree murder. Uh, yeah, that's about all. Now I'm gonna talk about that. So I'll just say this last part. Uh, uh, this is talking about how a heated discussion happened and reported shots were fired on the second floor of the courthouse just before 3 p.m. Then the district judge of 15 years was found with multiple gunshot wounds and pronounced deleted. Wow. And you got some personnel like, what happened? Who knows? Because there is a story, perhaps, was that there was another particular enforcement person that was doing something to this other particular female one. And there was, hold on, give me one moment, Hero. Let me see, can I find it, Hero? Just days before the shooting, Steins was deposed in an ongoing federal lawsuit involving a former deputy who coerced a woman to have sex with him in 2021. The lawsuit alleges that the sexual allegations against the deputy were not appropriately investigated by the former Sheriff Steins, who fired the deputy in 2022. Isn't it interesting? Here we go again. Unfortunately, this is the thing that goes on a certain type of maleness, right? Unfortunately, there's many types of males that have lost their lives behind numbers of women, which is a whole different topic in itself, right? You got numbers of males got to buff up a little bit into another man's face, and all of a sudden, behind some other woman, stuff like that, in a relationship, or they want to talk to this other woman, and she don't want to deal with him, and some other guy jumps in, do white savior, and boom, 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 right? It happens every freaking day, and that's a whole different topic that quite a number of males still haven't got it through numbers of males' mindset to stop allowing themselves to be used as pawns in this system, especially under white feminism, who already can't stand males, and especially American black males in general, and they want a Amazonian, like a Wonder Woman type of whatever the word, whatever the mythological thing of Wonder Woman comes from. When they sit there and basically got rid of the males, their numbers of white feminism wants that situation to happen. So that was the situation that happened with this particular story. It is a sad situation. The thing about it is, if it was an American black law enforcement personnel who took the life of a Caucasian judge, it'd have been hell to be paid for. That black American black sheriff and stuff like that, he would have been gunned down to death and left and right, and there'd have been all types of people saying, "Look at those terrible American black criminality personnel. My goodness, no matter if they're in enforcement, no matter if they're on whatever at, they're just criminalities, right? That would have happened. All that old black on black crime. But again, none of the personnel don't want to talk about white on white on white crime. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP show.